Hello, parents and guardians, and welcome to Woodbridge High School's fall virtual open house. We really wish we could do this in person, but unfortunately we just can't at this time. For those of you who do not know me, I am Dr. Lotman, the school principal. Here at Woodbridge High School, we have 4 core beliefs that drives every decision we make. Our first belief is all children can learn, but learning takes effort and teamwork. Second, every lesson should be a positive learning experience for every child. Third is every child deserves our best every day. Finally, our last core belief is every decision is made based on what's in the best interest of all our students. With these core beliefs guiding all our decisions, we believe that we will provide the most thorough and efficient education that your children can receive. But in order for them to receive the best possible education, we need help from you. Which is why communication is key to making sure we deliver the best instruction possible. And the best vehicle to keep our communication up to a good level, a good standard, is our Woodbridge High School website. Now, for those of you who have had children in our district for years and years, our entire district website has changed. So I want to take a few minutes to navigate our new website so everyone is comfortable going through it. Our URL is right up here, woodbridge.k12.nj.us/o/WHS. All right, so please bookmark that. Please make sure you have access to that. The first thing I want to show you on this website is when you hit Explore, you could come up with a lot of different options and opportunities on this website. The first option I'd like to go over is the Woodbridge High School department sites right here. So you click on this little down arrow, and all of our departments will come up. They are in alphabetical order. Business department is the first alphabetical wise, and I happen to be the department head. So I want to go over a quick what a department site should look like. Obviously, the title comes up, the department head will come up with that person's email address and the best phone number for it. Also included in a department site is the staff members. So every teacher in the business department can be found here along with his or her email address. The courses we offer in each of this in this department. So all the business courses are right here. We have a grading scale, the attendance policy, digital resources, and we also have something called the Chromebook repair sheet, which is very important for all students as every student has received or will receive a Chromebook. So please be aware of everything that is there for each department site. Also, what I want to go over, the second important topic, is our entire staff directory can be found on our website by, again, if you go back to the home page, click on Explore again, and then click on the staff icon. Every single one of our teaching staff members will be here. I'm first, our 2 vice principals, Ms. Penko and Mr. Perry, are second, then followed by that, every staff member is in alphabetical order by their last name. Every staff member will have their email address. All our email addresses follow the same format of first name dot last name at woodbridge.k12.nj.us. Also included on each teacher's or teaching staff member's mini site here is their home webpage. So if you were to click on, say my Google site page, it'll take you to all information that you need from me. For teachers, this is where you should have done this a while ago already. All your children should have went to each teacher's Google site page to get their Google Classroom codes and things like that. So please be very aware of what's going on our website. Also on our website is a link. If you go back to the home page and go all the way down to the bottom, this is where you'll find the Genesis Parent Portal. All right, very, very important that you're familiar with this, as we haven't mailed anything home with report cards or schedule or anything like that in years. So in order to access anything regarding your child's grades or anything like that, you have to go through our Genesis Parent Portal. So if you just go down here, click there, put your username and password, which you should have. If you do not, contact your child's guidance counselor right away, and we will make sure that you are able to access this very, very important link, this very, very important website. In addition to everything we offer on our school website, we're also very big on Twitter. The 6 accounts you see here at WHS Lotman, at WHS Penco, and at WHS Perry, another 3 are there too. Those are our 6 main Twitter pages. So if you're going to follow anything, definitely follow the 3 of us. And also our Barron's Guidance page is obviously with guidance. Our sports Twitter page is at Barron Sports, and at WHS Barron Pride is our, pretty much our home account that covers the entire school. So if you're big on Twitter, please give these 6 handles a follow. We brag about our school, we brag about our students and our staff and what they accomplish. So, please keep in touch that way. Our school is the best school in the state. I say that to anybody who will listen to me. And one of the main reasons why I believe we have the best school around is we have 2 fantastic vice principals who are going to take a few minutes to go over some very important information. And the first one will be Mr. Perry.
Thank you, Dr. Lotman. As Dr. Lotman mentioned, I'm Mr. Perry. I'm going to review very quickly with you our daily schedule. I'm going to start with our distance learning daily schedule, which allows for 20 minutes of office time for each class each morning. The teachers are available for the entire 20 minutes, and it is optional for our students. Our students can check in for extra help. They can come in if they maybe missed a class or had technical difficulty the day before, and it allows them some time to catch up or to getting that extra help that they may need in any of their particular classes. At 9:20, our live instruction begins. Each class is 1 hour long and has a 15-minute break after each class, as well as a 30-minute lunch built in. The teachers will be live for that entire 1 hour session. And if your sons or daughters have any issues during their classes, as far as technical difficulty, they should contact their teachers immediately through Google Classroom or an email. This is our traditional live daily schedule. If we return to school on a full-time basis, this is the schedule that we will follow. The school day begins at 7:40 with an opening bell. Students at this time can get breakfast, go to their lockers, gather their belongings, and then they make their way to their first block class, which begins each day at 7:50. Please note that there is no homeroom. Students are expected to be in their first block class at 7:50. Each class is roughly 85 minutes long, with the exception of third block, which has a 30-minute lunch built in. So third block is about 2 hours long, but includes our lunch. The school day concludes at 2:30 and students are dismissed. Absences can result in a loss of credit. In our full semester courses, 8 days absent will result in a loss of credit. In gym or physical education, 6 days out will result in a loss of credit. In our marking period or quarter classes, 4 days out can result in a loss of credit. And health, which is only 22 days long, you can miss no more than 2 days and maintain your credit. I will talk a little bit more about how you can have credit restored in a moment. As of last year, there are only 5 reasons that the state of New Jersey allows us to mark a student for an excused absence, and that is for a religious observation, a college visit, which is only allowed for our junior and senior students. They are allowed 3 per year, their junior and senior year only. Take your child to work day, participation in a Veterans Day observation, or the closing of your student's busing district. All other absences will be marked unexcused. Doctor's notes should still be handed in and will be kept on file, but they will not result in an unexcused absence. They can be used later on during the credit restoration process. Out-of-school suspensions also do not count as an excused absence. The credit restoration process begins with the student going to their guidance counselor, filling out a credit restoration form, and then Dr. Lotman and Mr. Kane, the head of our guidance department, review each appeal at the end of the semester and determine if a student should have their credit restored. Again, it is very important that doctor's notes are handed in, and students should not come to school if they are not well. The doctor's notes will be taken into consideration again during that credit restoration period. Lates to school can also result in a loss of credit. On a second late and a fourth late, the student will receive a warning from their administrator. On the 6th late, they will receive 1 block of ACS for the block that they have been late to. On the 8th late and moving forward on each even numbered late, there will be 1 day of ACS, and a parent conference will be requested to determine why the student is having such difficulty getting to class on time. Again, it is very important that you recognize that we do not have a homeroom. So first block begins at 7:50. So students who arrive to school after 7:50 are actually late to school as well as to block 1. Virtual lates also are being counted. However, as I mentioned before, if a student is late to class because of technical difficulty, it's very important that they reach out to their teacher who can mark them as an excused late. If a student is simply late because they overslept or were late getting into their Google Classroom, into their Google Meet session or Zoom session, those may be marked as unexcused lates. And those lates at the moment cannot result in any of the ACS, but they will be counted for the purposes of when we return to school. Thank you very much for your time. I would like to introduce Ms. Panko.
Thank you, Mr. Perry. I just want to take a moment to go over some of our electronic device policies with you. On a traditional schedule, when we're back in school, there are no cell phones or headphones permitted in the hallways. Typically what happens is as students enter the building, they head to their first block classes, and as they enter those doors, they take out the headphones, they put the cell phones away, or they stash them in their lockers prior to getting to first block. The consequences for having these devices in the hallways, if an administrator is to ask your son or daughter for their device, for their headphones, they can either turn the item in which you will come and pick up that item, or they may elect to enter into an alternate class setting. Students are, however, permitted to use these electronic devices during lunch and are encouraged to do so. It is imperative that we have your help in this. Please do not call your child's phone during instructional time during the day. You can always reach out to a guidance counselor, an administrator, and we can get a message to your child. Along with electronic devices comes our Chromebooks. Every student at Woodbridge High School, whether an incoming freshman or one of our more seasoned students, will have some type of a device. Our 10th, 11th, and 12th graders currently have Chromebooks, and our 9th graders have the same iPads that they had when they were in middle school. There will be a period of time in a month or so in which the iPads will be swapped out for Chromebooks. Until then, the iPads are still functioning and can access everything through Google Classroom, Google Meet, and Zoom with our teachers. Students are responsible for these devices. Everything that they access on those devices can be screened by our administration. It's very important that they don't let their friends use their accounts, that everyone uses their own. When we do return to school, every student will be assigned a locker. On that locker will be a single lock, and that lock will also be the responsibility of the student who has the locker. Only school-issued locks are permitted on our lockers, and it's important that no students share lockers. Every combination needs to be private, and all of the belongings in an assigned locker are the responsibility of that student. Switching gears a little bit, as Dr. Lotman already alluded to, our website is very important for any type of information from Woodbridge High School. One of the tabs is for guidance. So if you go to the Explore tab, click on it, you will also notice that there is a drop-down for guidance. What you see here on your screen are the guidance counselor assignments for our 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th graders. You'll also notice that Ms. Royce is listed as our impact counselor, and Ms. Joa is our student assistance counselor. In addition, part of our guidance department and one of our guidance counselors, Ms. Rich, is responsible as our anti-bullying specialist. You'll see up on the screen her direct email address as well as direct telephone line. If you feel that your son or daughter has had any type of bullying incidents, feel free to reach out to Ms. Rich, the proper administrator, or Dr. Lotman. You'll notice also on your screen that there is a no bullying zone icon. This is located on the district website, and this will provide you with all types of information regarding our district policy, annual reports, and other useful resources. And the last thing here is the hipster icon. This is located on our Woodbridge High School website, and this will lead you directly to the hipster site in which you can file a report anonymously that will be investigated. Thank you very much, Dr. Lotman.
Thank you very much, Ms. Penko and Mr. Perry. As you see on your screen now, these are the times we are going to follow for our virtual open house. Block 1 will be 6 to 6:20, Block 2, 6:25 to 6:45, Block 3, 6:50 to 7:10, and finally Block 4 will be 7:15 to 7:35. We're only going to visit our A-day classes for this open house. You only have 20 minutes, so please make sure you're there on time. And if the teacher is done discussing his or her class before the time ends, absolutely you can leave. Please know your teachers they're mandated to make these Google Meet links available to you. We have to use Google Meet. We're not using Zoom for this evening. Teachers are mandated to make sure these Meet links were available to you. Some might have emailed them to you. Some might have them on their Google Classroom pages. Some might have them on their school websites. It's as long as they made it available to you. Please know, in order to access the Google Meet link and to get into the Google Meet, you must sign in with your child's Woodbridge Township School District Google account. I believe it will be the first initial of your child, last name, at WTSDNJ.com. So please make sure you're under that account before you access any of our Google Meets. And the last thing I want to say is just be sure to visit at the end of Block 4, 7:35. Our district is running a tech academy for all high school parents. So right when our open house ends at 7:35, please visit the district's tech academy, where information for that should have been sent out to you as well. So we hope you enjoy our virtual open house. Again, it's a shame we couldn't do it in person, but we will get to that point very soon. If you have any questions or any concerns, please reach out to me. Either call the main office, email me, or email Mr. Perry and or Ms. Penko. Enjoy, everybody.
1, 2, 3, yeah!